Guys, arrived at the Bushcraft Show, so we're just setting up and a few nice people around us, so we're going to set up and then have a walk down to the show. All set up, guys. Nice hot brew now. Have this and then we're going to have a stroll down. Morning guys, have a good night, and just looking through the brochure and so much going on, so can have a walk round and I'll have a go at making a bone needle today and listen to Dave Canterbury. So yeah, stay tuned guys, it's great fun here. It's nice being with like-minded people. We're all in the woods together, so I'll show you later all the different setups there are. But yeah, great fun.
I'm always using my chainsaw just by myself.
You need a help?
And places in like the Maoris in New Zealand and things like that, we get a lot of bone things, and especially in the Maori and yes and no. There's lots of things that would show the colour of bones. So certain animals will change the colour. Dog bones. When you're starting to work, pound a bone, 2 pound a bone. When you're first starting out, just go to the pet shop. That's alright.
Well, you made it look so easy as well.
It was just like,
yeah, I've still got more of that.
About 180 grit. Pushing down with your thumbs and spinning, try to keep it straight. Okay. See the smoke?
So you're coming at it from both sides, you're not just...
No, just the one side for the moment. Until you've gone through, like that. But it works just as well for doing needles. Come at it from the other side now, if you want to. Make the eye as big as you want, but you're not pushing, you're just holding. I like to have at least a little bit of a go with everything on with flint first, just to see and experience it. But then I usually work. It's one thing.
and then one behind comes on top of it. Because if you do it the same all the time, it looks neater.
So, this is your squirrel.
Hey, no, not meat. No meat. No meat. No meat. If anybody wants to get away with them, just keep it for a couple of years.
How's it going?
Good. Enjoyed it. How long it'd last, I don't know, because I've never made one and left it. Yeah, no worries. Just grip it on the end, yeah, on this cone here. Wedge it in.
One of the things you really need is a notebook, a pencil, and some type of flagging device that you can see from a distance so that you have a last known point of origin. So what we're going to do now is we're going to walk outside here, we're going to find a space that's open out here, and I'm going to explain to you how you would do this pawl method. And if I'm not loud enough for you to hear me, say something and I'll talk louder. But I think I can talk loud enough outside without this microphone for everybody to hear me because I got a big mouth anyway. Okay? we're carrying in this pencil, what we're going to do with that is we're going to write down where we've gone and what we've done.
Which was cuando hay, cuando no hay, which if you literally translate it means if there is, and if there isn't, there isn't. Which again I found quite annoying because I thought that's pretty obvious, isn't it, Cho? Thanks for that little gem of information. But Cho explained the background of his little story, and it was when the Shining Path hit the communist guerrillas hit his town, he was 11 years old, and he was forced to leave his mum and dad amongst the gunshots and the explosions, and he escaped up into the mountains where it was jungle mountains, and he could hear all the explosions and stuff going on in his village, but he lived on his own as an 11-year-old in the jungle, and his expression was the sort of Zen wisdom of an 11-year-old saying, when there is, and when there isn't. He basically got to the understanding that there was no point in focusing on all the things that he hadn't got that were back in the town. He just had to completely accept his current state of affairs and then sort of move forward positively, which sounds extraordinary from an 11-year-old, but that literally is where that expression came from, and I ended up learning a huge amount from Cho over the whole of the expedition.
Come back for a cuppa, guys. Pick this up. This was a bargain. $5.95. So chuffed with that. Just tried it out. Needs a bit of a sharpen, but works well. So perfect for me. So well chuffed with that. And sitting back, relaxing. Tired now. Been walking around since about 9 o'clock this morning. And it's just mind blowing, you know, everything you look at, so much to take in, and listening to all the chats. But no, thoroughly enjoyed it, and just recharging the batteries now with a nice brew. So I brought the gas stove along, so it's quick and easy, and recharge the batteries, and we'll be going back down there. Just bought a nice wood burner, so when I get home I might put it in the lavabo or take up the camp. I've always wanted one of these. Me and Mrs. Bushwhacker treated ourselves. And we threw in a nice kindling box, which is really nice. A tin there, you can get some matches. So I'll get this sparked up now, guys. It's been an awesome trip. Every day's getting better. Morning guys. Storm come through here last night, so we got a bit drowned, but we're up this morning drying everything off. Sun's out, so that's a bonus. And might spark the wood burner up later and start drying a few things out. And then another trip down for breakfast. Bacon roll or something would be nice. Yeah, thoroughly enjoying it. It was a lovely storm last night. The whole forest was just lighting up with lightning. So I think we all enjoyed that. Nice hot brew now. It's a life, guys. I don't want to go home.
Hello.
Yeah, just met up with a couple of guys and having a bit of a chat and just showing their jackets off.
Yeah.
Don't look nice, guys, eh?
Nice. Nice and waterproof and warm. Very warm. And the sensitivity of this can be adjusted by how sensitive you make this, how deep it is up on top here like this. And you want this kind of touching because you don't want this to go like this. You want it to go straight down. I almost didn't make that quite long enough. That's fine. Okay, so now this right here is going to be what's going to go out to the water, but you wouldn't want something this thick in the water. So you're going to take this probably and cut it off. And then you're going to, this is going to be where you're going to attach your fishing line to, is something like this. So you can make just another overhand knot in there if you want to give yourself a loop-to-loop connection. And this will have your hook on it on the other end. Then you're just going to take this and do the same thing here. Right on here, like this. Pull it down tight, just like that. So it's easy to get undone, easy to adjust. And then this will have a fishing line attached to it out into the water, okay? So this is water level here. So that when the fish takes this sets the hook, okay? So you can, and remember there's gonna be resistance of the water. You're not gonna take the fish and throw him up into the air because he's in the water. So there's gonna be resistance of the water with the fish. And so if you want this thing to be, what you have to do is you have to make sure that the string comes through the same side every time. If you want to, you can offset this a little bit to make it longer or shorter, depending on how much you need here. And you can set this very, very sensitive so that it almost barely has to move. For small fish,
Thank you.
you're very welcome. No problem. I didn't know it was crazy. Roundabouts and stuff, they're quite busy, like they're doing a 10 in a minute. What, like round industrial
I just want
it was kind of unique how I got on. I signed up for a different show several years ago, and then I didn't get on that show because that show got canceled. So I saw several different casting calls coming through for different shows. None of them were really interesting until this one, and they said survive in the wilderness for 60 days by yourself with minimal equipment, and I thought, what's not to love, right? Sounds like a blast.
More subtle than that. It's literally just a slight pivot, that's it. So you just kind of literally just warming it up. It's quite subtle. And then you just kind of like tend to focus it in and it just comes down more. So I do a few passes like this, just to sort of get some heat into it. And you can feel it start to sort of bed in. And then you kind of up the ante. There you go.
Oh, quite
No, doing hand drill. Hand drill, yeah. It'll get a little cold going.
That's what you're standing on.
Bubble for that.
How's your hands?
But it's, yeah, it's just that.
To be fair, my fingertips are like leather working in the kitchen, hot pans.
Yeah. Get that asbestos fingertips, don't you? Alright.
And then there's that little trivet there which puts your thing over the pipe. But yeah, that's my little. Well, they're just the horseshoes, and then some coach bolts, nuts and bolts that welded on. You know, welded. Oh no, it's not that hot. Nuts onto the bottom, so that you can screw them out. You see, and you can flat pack it like so.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Wow.
You get your grip off your dad, don't you?
You got to work them a lot longer unless you're just going to have it as a wall hanging.
Oh, that's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah. 3 sheeps off him.
Oh.
He had the meat, and then I had the heads, and I tanned the furs, and I was saying to your wife, hey, I got them on the rocking chair in that. In the. Go on, not for some here. He went brown. He's going to be massive, isn't he? Yeah. He went brown because we've got to be different. I went black, you see. So, yeah. Look at that. That's mine's all black.
Alright guys, so we're wrapping up now, all packed up. We get in the car and we're going home. Don't want to leave, it's been so good. Spent a bit of money, but it's been well worth it. And you see how to go on the hand drill earlier. My hands are burning, so I'm going to get back and practice that, harden my hands up. My hands are so soft. So cheers for watching. See you on the next one, guys. Cheers.